In this episode, I'm going to show you how to make a fall tree. So get ready to have fun and paint with me. We're going to keep this super simple and easy for you, and it's such a cool idea to see all these leaves come alive on your painting. So some brushes I'm going to be using is like this awesome flat one. It's kind of old and dingy, so it's kind of cool. I want to see what I can get out of this guy. And then I'm also using some awesome drawing brushes too, some smaller ones. So the colors that we're going to be using in this episode, let me show you, are going to be black, we've got red, and let's do some yellow. All right, you can use other colors too, but we're gonna start off with these ones just to get you the idea on how to make the illusion of these awesome fall tree, okay? We'll do tree or trees, whatever you want, but keep painting, and I can't wait to see what you've got on your end. Alright, so I'm super ready to get this painting started. I've already got my paints on my plate. You can see I've got yellow, I've got red, and I've got black. I just kind of poured a little bit of it on there just to kind of have a little area too, so where I can mix the paints. And what I'm going to do is kind of something a little bit different. I'm actually going to hold the canvas in the air while I'm painting with you, so that way you can really see it up close. Just know going into this little tutorial that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to mess up. That is the point, all right? We're learning together, and I really want you to know that it's okay if that happens, because remember, nature isn't perfect, and we use that to our advantage, especially when we're doing trees. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my large brush, all right? This is the big guy, all right? It's kind of messed up. You can see it's got rust on it. You know, it's like rust-ease, you know, just, oh gosh, and it's got bristles hanging out. No big deal. I love it. We're going to use it. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of color on my brush. We're going to just start with plain yellow, okay? So let's bring this up close for you so you can see really good. I'm going to go ahead and just start dabbing or blotting right up here some nice bit of yellow. And I'm just having some fun with this. Now look at how I'm kind of just separating. There's imperfections. It's not one big blob. And we've also got some cool, like, you know, dots kind of tapering off and separating in our awesome sky. And I'm going to bring some of this up. And I'm not putting any more paint on my brush. You can see that. I'm really just actually using the paint of what I have on my original brush, just not dipping anymore, and trying to get this paint to go as far as I can go without putting any more on my brush. Look at that. You can twist your brush, you can turn it. Look at that. I'm kind of turning it and angling it. It's just such a fun step. And we're going to go ahead and stop right there. So you kind of almost have like a little bit of a pattern, almost like a little circle or a square. And it's just a fun thing. You can see the paint is still a little bit wet, but that's cool. That's all right. We're going to use that to our advantage. So I'm going to take the same brush, the same exact brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of red. Let's do some mixing. Okay, I'm going to do some fun mixing. So I've got my same brush, and now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of red, just a tiny bit, and on the side of this yellow pile here, look at this. I'm going to mix this in, and that creates a light orange. Okay, just a little bit of red into my side of my yellow makes this awesome light orange. I'm using the same brush. I've got my canvas. Now it's super bright, so we need to tone it down a little bit. So I'm just going to separate some of these dots by adding some of this orange in here. And you can see, look at the difference. It adds such like a cool, awesome, you know, different color, lots of contrast. It adds almost little shadows and different things. And this is so fun. You get to see the transformation of this awesome tree. All right, I'm just doing the same dabbing technique, just kind of barely touching the canvas, twisting my brush, making it that it is imperfect and it is random. That's what we want on this painting. All right, but you can still see a lot of that yellow. All right, that's cool. You can still see a lot of this yellow, but look at that. Really fun, all right? It's supposed to be pretty abstract at first, all right? It doesn't make sense until we really start adding our lines and our black. That's coming up soon, so get ready. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix some more. I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna add some red into my light orange, and that's gonna create more of a burnt orange. Look at how beautiful that color is. Just a really rich, beautiful color. And watch how it comes out on your canvas. Here we go. I'm gonna bring it up close. Again, I'm still holding on to this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look what that does. Now we're getting even more fall colors. And again, just separating the color. You know, I'm adding some areas to where you can still see the yellow, you can still see the light orange, but now you've got this burnt orange. We're gonna bring some of that burnt orange up top a little bit too. Because in nature, that sun is hitting that top of that tree a little bit more than the bottom parts, usually. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my brush. You can bring some down here too into your lighter colors down below. And again, I'm twisting, dabbing, blotting. That beautiful, beautiful brush. Look at how cool this old brush is doing. It's doing a tremendous job for you. And wow, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful, rich color. I'm gonna bring even a little bit more up top. Okay, now look at that. It's very simple. We've only been painting for about 5 minutes, and you see the impact on your actual canvas. It's really, really pretty. Really good stuff. Okay, now we're gonna take that same brush, and I'm gonna put plain red right on the bristles there, plain red. I'm gonna start up here up top, and you can see how vibrant and rich this color is. It really stands out. I'm doing the same dabbing technique. Okay, and then you can see the painting right down here is a little bit thicker. The branches come out, and then it kind of thins up as we go up to the top a little bit. Because we're gonna go ahead and add some more separation in here. So what you're seeing is that it's all about kind of maybe adding layers and just keep kind of going with it. And that's where you're seeing this awesome, awesome kind of like 3D effect, because you're adding so many layers. And it's kind of interesting when you're holding the canvas to see how you can paint and actually hold your canvas up, okay? Luckily, this is like an 8x10, so it's not a huge canvas, but it does work. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna add, ooh, there's a big burnt spot down there below. Sometimes the faster you go with this, the more imperfections you have, and that makes it look a little bit more realistic. Woo! Okay, that's a beautiful fall tree, all right? So we've got our color. I'm gonna let you go ahead and just work on that. I want you to get ready though. We're gonna be using a very, very awesome color that's gonna change this abstract art into a little bit more realism coming up, so get ready for that. Oh my goodness, I am so ready for this. It's gonna make our painting look so cool. I've got my black paint and I've got a real small brush, okay? This one actually has an angle on it. You can use just a skinny small brush, whatever you like, but something that you feel comfortable making fine lines with, all right? So, like drawing with. Let's get started on our painting. I'm holding this bad boy up. Look at this, it's so cool. It's such a good painting. It's kind of abstract, doesn't make sense, but here's how it's gonna change. I'm gonna put a little bit of black on this awesome small brush, okay? Just a little bit of black. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up into this tree just a little bit with my black. Now you can use different colors. You can use browns, you can do whatever. I'm just showing you because this is a little bit more impactful. So I've got a line, but I want to make the tree trunk a little bit thicker as we come down. As it touches that ground, that's going to make it a little bit more realistic that the tree trunk is pretty thick, because this is a pretty full tree. Now, here's a fun trick. Watch this. I'm going to come right up on this line. I'm going to just kind of go up a little bit more, and I'm going to make another little line. Whoa, look at that. What it did is it gives us the illusion that some of these leaves are right in front of this tree and the branches and the tree trunk. Now what you can do is just have fun with it. You can actually make a branch go this way, and you just make little lines kind of going through your tree. But as you can see, it really adds a fun effect. It really gives that realistic look. And this is where you have fun as an artist. Each tree in nature is all different, so I want you to just have a little bit of fun. Now the taller you go up, little lines, make some little lines, but make them small, okay? They're gonna be thinner as they get away from that tree trunk. Look at that. Whoa! That is something else. Look at that. That is so cool. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of thin this guy up and then maybe add another branch going out that way. And this is so cool because you get to make it your own. This is your own special tree, your fall tree, and you can make as many of these trees as you like. I wanted to really spend some time with you today and show you how to exactly really get that fun, easy effect of making a beautiful tree. So work on that. I hope you had a fun time with me. I certainly love seeing these awesome paintings, and I can't wait to keep painting with you. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you on the next episode.